I almost converted this video to black and white, and you'll see why. This is Record Store Day 2023, another spotlight on the John Lennon Gimme Some Truth 10-inch box set. Now, in this minimalist box set and whole idea of number 9 of the Yoko Ono, I don't know if you can hear, but in the background, it's almost like noise. Nurse with Wounds, Sonic Youth. I have across the street from me is an HOA unit of modernist and minimal houses, as well as it was a revitalized neighborhood, I should say, maybe gentrified, which is against some people's principles. But they have the hovering, the bee-like hovering of lawn blowers and grass cutting going on as I'm recording this. And of course I could have waited, but maybe that slight ambiance, those of you who are listening, who are watching and listening with headphones might hear the buzzing in the background. So I just I want to call it out. But let's talk about this. This was a Record Store Day box set. This might be the rarest release in 2023 Record Store Day. It's something that some people were very interested in, and it's a release that some people were thoroughly turned off by, even some of the Beatle people, because of the limitedness of it and the price of it. Now, I'm gonna go through this and tell you my opinion, what I think. I did buy this. I know several copies were sent out by the Lennon estate, the Yoko Ono Lennon estate. I did not get one this time. They did send me something in the past, which I'll show you, that relates specifically to this. 10-inch LPs, 10-inch records, 9 of them. See what they did there? Number 9, number 9, number 9. This is the minimal John Lennon set, Gimme Some Truth. This is a variation of the box set that came out last couple years, Gimme Some Truth, the 12-inch box set that had remixed versions of a segment of songs curated by Sean, possibly with Yoko and the assistant, and the remastering from Abbey Road Studios. And I'm gonna put after this a link, if you click the picture at the end of this video, to that review, that overview I did when I got that Gimme Some Truth box. Some of the remixes I loved, some I didn't love. It was depending on the song. Now, what's the difference here? First of all, 10-inch, 9-inch records, 45 RPM, so approximately 2 cuts aside. Let me say this right up front. First of all, let me go with this. This is the box that it came out. I adore this box set. Again, I don't like every remix version. Some I like more than others. It contained posters, but again, go back and look at this. This is still available. You can get it under $100 now. So if you want this music, you can get it in this format on vinyl for under $100 at your local record store or online at the various record retailers. So this is the original that came out several years ago. And this is the set in 2020 that the estate and the record company sent to me as a review copy. And I thank them for that at the time, but I want to let people know that. Now, this set I bought on Record Store Day, $375. A lot of people thought that was too much. Let me talk about that. You know, I'm not one here as a shill or to defend the price of things, but I know approximately what things, not specifically what things cost, but when you get into these things, I know about art, I know about mastering, I know about copywriting, I know about pressing plants, I know design, art design. There's so many levels that go in terms of people need to get paid to create these sets. And to do a reissue, 10 inches, in a minimalist set like this, someone asked the question to me, what's the point of this box set? A very fair question. What is the point of this box set. And so for a lot less money, we can get a 12-inch. I think the point, and it's a fair point and it's not for everybody, is the artistic minimalist creation of this set. I mean, you're not gonna make a ton of money pressing 1,500 copies. And that obviously contributed to a higher price normal for the $375. Obviously, if you're pressing 10,000, your price creation goes way down. And they want to do this a limited edition. To me, this is an artistic statement. And I'm going to go through this a little bit. I'm not going to go through every disc because once you see one, you pretty much get what this is. But this is a minimalist screen back representation of Gimme Some Truth. And truth is, I think what's great about this came out at this perfect time, especially in 2020, about truth. And some people really hate when I mix in politics, but truth is something that we should all cherish. And the truth is something that has been sort of chipped away from us. Too many people believing lies. And the song, Gimme Some Truth, John Lennon really represented it, especially when the original set came out in 2020. I'm leaving the politics there, but think about that. There is some truth to that. And obviously, he really spoke his mind, John and Yoko, and really put themselves out there. So, slipcase box, a lovely design. Everything is screened back from the original instead of the gray. It's screened way back. You have 9 records in here, 10-inch records, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, everything here is a screen back minimalist representation of the original Gimme Some Truth box from 2020. You have the poster that has the bed in for peace, which I know won't be represented well in this video. But if you can kind of see that screen back, it is so minimal, it almost doesn't exist. It really represents that imagine the Yoko Ono and John Lennon. Imagine the minimalistic stylings and design. Imagine. I love the artistic creation of this box set. I like conceptual art, minimalist art, performance art, where sometimes the concept is more interesting maybe than the final outcome of the image. But again, what I say is this, you can see that John Lennon screen back. In the full box, you have the full black and white poster. Here, it's very screen back. That's basically the concept here. It's the conceptual side of this set. You also get in the set a booklet. Within the booklet, you get several postcards. Again, these were postcards that were minimal, but you could see them better, obviously, in the 2020 set. You almost ask the question, that's a bunch of bollocks. Why does this exist? It's kind of like, because it's nothing, because it is minimal. And a selection of photographs minimally reproduced, almost like a screen, almost like they forgot the black plate, if you know about printing, offset printing. Obviously things are digitally printed probably now. Some technical wizard would be able to explain that better than me. It's almost like I didn't have to create this video for you, because if this video was screened back and if this video didn't exist, you would know that the record exists, and it wouldn't matter because the video was so minimal, it didn't exist. So if you're gonna go minimally, why don't you just not have the video at all, not have the record release at all, just pretend, imagine that the record was created. Hand-numbered copies, I'm number 780 out of 1,500. You can see right there. And I opened up my copy. I'm not here to flip. I know these are already going for twice the price plus in the flippers market, which is unfortunate, but the records themselves. For instance, I'm just gonna show one as an example because we're pretty much all the same design-wise. In this case, you have Love, God, Power to the People, and Imagine. 2 songs per side at 45 RPM. The cover image from the box cover. You have it in these sort of semi-plastic poly sleeves on white, 10-inch. Gimmie, truth. So the minimalist design and the conceptual side of this release is what is important to this release. Again, this is a release that's not for everyone. If you didn't get it, you thought it was overpriced, that's fine. It's not for you. If you understand the minimalist of the art, the intention, again, as I said, sometimes the intention of creation is more interesting. I admire that in an artist. Obviously, some people will just yell out, cash grab. That's not something that I have to buy. I've been buying all the Beatle things, all the Yoko things, all the Ono things. You have to buy. You don't. This is not for everybody. So God, oh Yoko, Out of the Blue, Number 9 Dream. I'm just reading the first tracks. Just like Starting Over. Sometimes so minimal, even I can't read them in person. Woman. There you go. I'm Stepping Out. Instant Karma. And the Gimme Some Truth bumper sticker. So that is the Records for Day 2023 minimalistic 10-inch box of Gimme Some Truth, Records for Day 2023. I do want to close out with something that came out some years ago by Capitol Records and EMI, which again, the minimalistic expression of this to me is just an amazing piece of art. And this is the John Lennon CD box set, the John Lennon Collection. This was designed by Tom Rashawn when he was at Capitol Records. I understand the label didn't get this, but Yoko Ono just love this. It's very Yoko Ono design. Beautiful, beautiful. Obviously, clouds really come in. And that's what's great about the minimalist. Sometimes, you know, clouds are there in the sky and sometimes they're not. And this was from Yoko, Julian, and Sean. And just the positiveness of this. Now, this is not Records for Day. This is from years ago. Obviously, the beautiful sketches, illustrations by John Lennon, the illustrations he did. The booklet by John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And this has the entire proper release, including singles and B-sides on compact disc. What a beautiful design. Good job there, Tom Rashawn and Yoko and Sean and Julian, in terms of your support for this. John Lennon. Of course, it has a special, what I call the secret stash drawer. It's not that. Again, with something so minimal, a little folio of illustrations of John Lennon. So I want to say this is something that I truly cherish. I really cherish this box. Again, I think most of you, it's something you don't need. If you want the music, it's out there in various formats. Thanks for watching this. Thank you, Yoko and Sean, for creating this. Give me some truth. I think right now is what we need is truth. Mazzy loves you.